Well, good afternoon, everybody. This is Canonsburg UP Church. This is Kenton Clink. I'm Don Coleman. And
we are here live and in person, Dawn and I today. It's a pleasure for me to be with you again. I'm Kenton Clink. This is Wednesday, April the 420. Yeah, this is Wednesday, April 20th, and this is Canonsburg UP Church. This is the Wednesday after Easter, and a wonderful Easter we had, didn't we?
we had a great celebration.
We did.
We did.
Turnout was good. I was pleased with the turnout.
A lot of people. We had
Hadn't seen.
members who have not been in person with us, guests, family, lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of work.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of fun.
We learned something.
Yeah, you're killing me on the piano. What did you learn?
We learned about
Joy. We learned about joy.
joy.
Yes, we did.
Do you think that is what caused the Easter Bunny to leave gifts?
No. The Easter Bunny, as long as the egg is empty, the egg empty is, and I was very impressed with the children's knowledge of that empty egg and what it symbolized with the empty tomb. I was really surprised because they were little kids.
A little child shall lead them.
Yeah.
But do you think the joy caused the Easter Bunny to leave special gifts for that one family?
Maybe so. I mean, the Easter Bunny left you special gifts just now down on your desk.
They're not the same, though.
Well, they're chocolate.
I'm not talking about chocolate.
Well, I can't imagine what you're talking about.
You can't imagine what I'm talking about?
No, I mean, I don't think that the Wednesday video really has enough time for that whole rehash.
Bunny poop. The Easter Bunny leaves poop for some lucky family in our church.
I am so sorry. This is video 105. I've tried to keep it classy yet alive, and yet I get him on camera. What is this? Maybe the third or fourth time, and he's talking about that.
This is the reason why I've stayed off camera.
Well, I will. It's okay. Well, I'll have to rethink my plans for next week then. What do you think?
Sure.
Are you going to be here next week?
Maybe.
Are you going to be here next year?
Nah.
Well, I mean, I hope you are because I do enjoy.
We don't know tomorrow.
No, we don't know tomorrow. And I should share with you a story, listeners, watchers. On Easter Sunday at 11 o'clock service, I was playing the last hymn, and it was Low in the Grave We Lay. And evidently I held on to the last chord of a verse a little too long. And my friend here, Don's children, came up to me after church and said, "Kenton, my dad looked at me whenever you held that chord too long and went, 'Is he dead? Is he dead?' He makes much too delight in my demise, all right? So ladies and gentlemen, if I ever end up surprisingly dead, look at him first, okay? Because he could have done it.
I wouldn't do it. I just needed to be prepared for all outcomes. And if you had just had a heart attack or a stroke in the organ, I just need to be ready to quietly remove your body from being seen. I mean, we don't want to cause a stir.
No, not a stir.
No.
And I told you, I gave you orders about the ambulance already too. Do not let them wheel me out of here with the ambulance set up like this where everybody can see me. I want the low treatment. Those EMTs can just bend over.
You want everybody to be kind of...
That's it. I don't want to be up there obvious. Because, I have a whole...
What a way to go, though.
In church?
Yeah.
I had somebody tell me they dreamed I died right there at the piano bench, which would be fitting. It would be fitting. I could go there.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be good for worship, but I'll tell you what, pass the plate right after that.
Yeah. Just don't say anything.
No, just
pass.
Don't say anything. Just pass the plate. Yep.
Wednesdays might be a better time for you to
die?
go if you were going to go. You'd be playing the piano on Wednesday. There's nobody here right now.
No, just you. And
Anybody can come. Wednesday's
Right.
1 o'clock.
Wednesday's open.
As long as you come
Oh
through
my
the side
goodness.
door.
You don't even have to buy a ticket.
We might even have some more special invitations come out, but it's open.
Yeah, it's
Anybody
open
can
right
come.
now. Anybody can come.
But nobody's here right now. So on a Wednesday, it would be less traumatic for anybody.
Well, what about you, though, Don? I'm concerned about you and your reaction.
It would be traumatic for me no matter what, especially if I was the one who had to carry you out afterwards.
Well, you wouldn't.
No, my back would go out.
Well, but you just wouldn't anyhow.
I'd probably leave you there for Jeremy to come find.
Well, I know, and then you would tearfully eulogize me on that day when that occurs.
I'll never forget Kenton's final words to me.
Great.
Take that pillow off my face.
Exactly. And that probably happened already. Because in my spending time with Don and his family, I have been relegated to the position of babysitter. And I must tell you, that was the first time in my life that I was the babysitter. And I would fall asleep on the couch while he and Bridget were out and the kids were already in bed. And I just know when they came in the house and I was sleeping that he probably took funky pictures or put a pillow on my...
I tried to erase that image from my mind. That's
Me
really
sleeping
what
on the
I was
couch?
trying to... Yeah. We actually got new living room furniture after that fact.
Yeah. I almost laid down on the furniture on Easter because there was nobody home.
It wasn't open though, was it?
The house?
Yeah.
No, it was locked. I used my key.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I'm not giving it back to you.
We can change the locks.
Well, go ahead. Yeah. You won't... Mr. Moneybags here will not spend the money, okay?
True.
The lock's not getting changed,
True.
believe me. If those kids got to open the door with a toothpick, that's what's going to happen, okay?
Yeah, maybe.
The lock will not get changed. No money will be spent. He's worse than I am with that. I mean, I'm tight. He's only tight in certain areas. But don't ask him for any money. We talked about this last week.
What?
Yeah.
Generosity. I actually remember preaching on that. I've actually...
Yeah, you should.
That's something that...
I'll throw 20s at you if you...
Over the last few years, that's a little awkward. Over the last few years, though, really has something that I've been working on, especially, restaurants and... I mean, there's a lot more opportunities nowadays
to be generous.
Tip. Well, to tip, right? I mean, there's tip jars out anywhere now.
Not on
things
the
that you
piano.
wouldn't not on the piano. No. There's an offering plate that goes around.
Yeah.
But there really is, and I think that it is a spiritual discipline that we can lean into, grow in, to be generous when there are clear opportunities. I mean, we don't always carry around cash, right? So, I mean, that's a whole different conversation.
Right. I mean,
but
if
if
you're
you
gonna be
have
generous,
it,
Yes. I mean, that's really why I don't carry around cash.
So you don't have to be generous?
Well, no, because I give it all away and then it's gone.
Ah, that's good.
I mean, and it's true. I mean, that's very true. I'm not making that up. I just...
Yeah.
It disappears.
You do.
Yeah.
You do. That's nice.
But no, well, I mean, I try to be nice, I try to be good, but sometimes it's awfully hard at my age to be nice.
I'd ask you what age, but I don't think we've got time to.
I am
count
47.
47.
Yeah, 47 years old.
I met you in your 30s. I don't think that's. I don't. Think
Well, you've
that's
been here
true.
what, 8 years?
8. It'll be 8 years officially May 1st.
Yeah,
or
coming
April
up
29th.
Here. I remember it well.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I remember it well.
Yeah, a lot of things happened in that very first week, 2 weeks.
Yeah, and you've had a lot of things happen through your ministry here. Yeah, I haven't envied some of the things you've had to do as a pastor coming into this situation.
Yeah.
But I think you've handled it well.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We got to be careful because it sounds like we're trying to put a bow on something.
Oh well, no, there's
nothing.
You can't polish up.
No, I just mean like what we talked about before. I have no plans. I'm not planning to leave.
No, I wasn't building up to that.
Good.
If you'd like me to, I mean, I could announce it.
This is not how I would announce it.
It isn't?
No.
You wouldn't have me in the picture?
I'm not saying that.
Well, I mean, you could say to everybody, Kenton has something to say.
Yeah. Ken has something to say. He's retiring.
A few years ago on Easter,
On Easter
Sunday, he put up on the screen up there, everywhere, it said, "Happy retirement."
Kenton's retirement party. We're inviting everybody to.
And I thought, I'm getting canned and I don't even know it. He's retiring me. Nobody even talked to me about it.
The audible gasp.
There was an audible gasp from the congregation. Absolutely. Speaking of congregations, I would like to tell everybody that they are actually putting drywall up in my apartment that I lost in the fire. So finally, we are coming along to where I'm going to get my home back again. I'm looking forward to buying everything new. But again, I have to tell everybody, thank you so much for watching over me during this time. It's been a real joy for me to see the love that people have to give.
How long has it been now?
It's a year and more than a year and a half. It was a year, September 27th. Yeah, more than a year and a half.
We're talking
18 months.
19 months now.
Yeah, a long time. Wow. A long time. Of course, COVID interrupted things. The supply chain interrupted, but they're back on track. It's still mud right up to my front door.
I'm glad to get you off my couch.
I haven't been on your couch. Don't be misled by the pastor, okay? Don't be.
You had a lot of offers, though.
Well,
you had a lot of offers.
And actually, you guys offered for me to have the spare bedroom. Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Moment of weakness.
I had to share the bathroom with 3 children. That wasn't happening.
It wasn't happening.
And plus, I have to smoke in the bathroom, so.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't happening.
You don't know when you go on vacation and I'm doing the cat. You don't know what goes on in there.
We can smell it.
Well, you could. I know you could. You have the.
Speaking of on fire, though.
On fire? Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of smoking.
Smoking?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the choir. That was the choir.
I feel like we've had a long. Are you going to play some? I don't. I mean, we could just talk. This could be be Wednesday.
It could be Wednesday chat.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
We can see there might be nobody.
There's probably nobody watching. They probably thought, these guys are losing it.
Okay, all right,
they're losing it now. Dawn and Ken are losing it. And then, you know what they're going to say, of course, Dawn, you'll agree with this. This is Kenton's influence on Dawn.
Okay? Oh, no. Okay. No, because for 2 years you've been playing music.
Right.
There's been almost nothing else on Wednesdays, right?
Almost nothing
And then all of a sudden, they saw my face. Oh, well, Dawn's corrupting. Dawn is ruining this.
Viewership just...
Yeah, plummeted
once they saw he was there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can tell you this, that viewership does increase when the video starts with something other than me playing. It's kind of amusing to see that, because people will stop and say, well, he's not playing, so what are they doing?
Is he dead? That's what they're finding out.
I told you, he's obsessed with my death. Obsessed. I wouldn't be surprised if he's paying life insurance on me somewhere. I'm telling you, he's probably got one of those ones on TV. You spend $18 a month for $10,000. One of the kids is going to college.
Is that it?
Well, you want me to loan you $18 a month?
That's really good rate.
I mean, it's something to think about.
We had to check to make sure that our life insurance policy is up to date because Brennan got his learner's permit. Oh. And so we got to make sure that we're...
life does go on, doesn't it?
It does.
And
that's why we can joke about death.
Yep.
Then we're not afraid. We're comfortable.
Yep. We dealt with death this morning, didn't we?
We did.
We talked last week about funerals, and so we did Monday, Thursday, which was a beautiful service. If you missed it, try to get it online. But we had Cora Dunn's funeral today, and then next week we still have
Audrey Lindsay on Thursday,
and Jack Heidler on Saturday. So we're still in the throes of it, which is why I'm still dressed up, because we did the funeral, and then I went out to lunch with my friends, and then came back to the video. And I naturally invited Dawn to be on with me today. He doesn't like the parameters of that argument that I'm inviting him to be on. But we're talking today because it was my idea. And he's actually letting it happen, which he doesn't really go for many ideas that I have.
I'm a control freak.
Oh, very, very, very. I mean, I'm so glad you can say that about yourself, because it is true. He's a planner down to the nth degree. When the man is going on vacation, we're taking a week off, he is just a bear, because he has to deal with his regular schedule, plus try to anticipate what his schedule will be while he's gone.
I'm trying to set up so that those who are left can be successful.
Left behind. I see.
Those who are left behind can be successful.
Well,
Right?
we usually are.
It's like dying well. Every little vacation, do you want to die well? You want to leave things off in a better place than what you found them.
I agree.
I feel like we keep coming back to this subject. Is one of us going to die soon?
I was just telling Pam this morning, we were talking about pictures and taking pictures, and she related somebody's picture was taken where the sun was shining in and the rays were hitting them as they got their picture taken. And Pam figured that was a ghost way of saying someone's going to pass. I know that we did a video a few weeks ago where the rays were coming right down on my head. And that was the first thing I thought was, oh my God, I'm going to die this week. But I didn't. Here I am, Don,
Yeah.
much to your dismay.
The pillow didn't come in on time. By the way, one of the things I do like, though, in the room, depending upon the time of day and the weather outside, you get different light, you get different. And what's interesting, of course, is that even though we have been consistent for 2 years at 1 o'clock ish, but the lighting is always different because, of course, 1 o'clock in March is different than 1 o'clock in June or September.
Right.
And so there's been some great moments, especially the one actual stained glass window that we have. Some really cool light shining in off of that.
Right.
So I do try to capture some of that.
And the other thing he tries to capture, I tell him not to, but I noticed lately he's making a point of it, is that supposedly there's a bald spot on the back of my head. And I've noticed in the videos of late that he's staying on the bald spot a little longer than
I go to
necessary.
great lengths to try and avoid making you look
bald or old. Which word are you going for, Don?
I tried my absolute best to present you at your best.
As I do you. I mean, and I have to tell you, me presenting you at your best is a lot more
hard work.
It's a lot more work.
Well, that's why I focus on your fingers a lot.
Okay.
I mean, on the keys.
Okay.
Ignore mostly everything else.
You do, and I mean, that's a good thing to focus on because it's all about the fingers.
Yeah, everything else I ignore. Everything else.
No,
try to capture your best.
Now, Dawn, we just talked about being truthful, okay? But you can tell, friends,
there's nobody there. I'm pretty sure by now there's nobody watching.
Are we on?
Yes, we're on. Wouldn't that be cruel? This whole thing. No, I would be much. The kind of things that we'd be. No. We're on. I think we're still on.
See, I can't.
I didn't turn it off.
Ladies and gentlemen, help me here.
I just don't think there's anybody still watching.
Oh,
That's
they're
what
watching. They're watching. They want to see who's going to say what now. They're
one
curious.
person who put it on their computer desktop
I know,
and walked
these
away.
guys are like, well, they're doing a little podcast here at Canonsburg, UP. And I don't. You know what? I never watched a podcast in my life.
Tuned in for music.
Yeah.
And this is what I get.
Well, you know what? We're trying to change things up here at Canonsburg, UP.
Try something new.
We are actually going to, believe it or not.
Well, hold on. No. We're still working. We can't finalize it yet.
Well, we might.
We might do something. Don't even, because if it doesn't happen,
look, see,
the anticipation is better.
See, controlling?
No, the anticipation is better.
He doesn't
they don't
want
know.
me to say.
They don't know. It could be anything.
All right, you're right.
Could be
Tune
anything.
in Sunday
Come
to see
Sunday
what happened.
To see
exactly
what might happen.
Something might happen here on Sunday.
It might be nothing.
Oh.
But if we tell them.
I'm telling you, it'll be.
Something is going to happen.
Better than sliced bread.
I know one thing is definitely going to happen. So if the other thing that we're talking about doesn't happen, we can point to the one thing that definitely is going to happen.
And sing Jesus Loves Me.
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. That's
a
whole
that
different.
family does like that.
Shh. You're too many hints. Too many hints. Because then we can't point to it as the thing that was promised.
Well, that isn't the thing that we
I
promised.
know, but we could if it doesn't if the other thing doesn't happen.
Well, you know what? They're just going to have to come to church.
Come Sunday after Easter.
Now, speaking of that, I have had another $1 million idea right here out of the mind of Kenton.
Oh boy.
Here it comes.
This wasn't vetted. This wasn't vetted.
No, I had to. You have to believe at Christmas time, way before Macy's did. Ask any of my friends. That was always my thing, is that you have to believe. I had that way before Macy's. Now, this is my new $1 million idea for churches across the United States. And it's starting right here at Canonsburg UP Church, patented by KMK right here. Ready? It's based on the Got Milk advertising campaign. Only now we're going to have, are you ready? Got church. White background, black print, across the country. Got church. Every place they look. Every place you can hang a sign. Every place you can post on Facebook. Got church. Just to put the word church into somebody's mind and think, not a bad idea. Church. Now you might not want to go where these two goofballs are, but we really do love Christ. I mean, that's what makes us able to tolerate each other right here on the same pew. And that says a lot.
Would you have a church mustache?
Well, yeah, we could have a church mustache. We could actually just take pictures of yours and put it.
It's not very,
Well, we can leave the mustache out.
Yeah.
Just got church. Okay?
Got church.
I think that would be very successful. And remember, don't try stealing it, because you heard it here first at Canonsburg United Presbyterian Church, Canonsburg, Pennsylvania, United States of America. Got church. So think about it. Think about whether or not that'd be a great idea to spread across the country, put in newspapers and magazines and on Facebook and on YouTube. Got church. Now, you don't know, this video right here could make us famous.
It could.
Like Beavis and Butthead famous.
That, you...
Yeah, I get it.
That reminds me, though, one important question that the one person
that's watching,
who's still watching, is asking. Got music?
Yes, we got
If
music.
you say no, that's all right.
No, you know what? I think I could scrape something up.
One song. Maybe.
One song. What would you
For
like?
the one person who's still watching this.
Honest, there's going to be music.
One person.
There is going to be music. And we're not talking Mary Had a Little Lamb either. Okay?
If it was me playing it, that's all they would get.
Although, think about the words to Mary Had a Little Lamb. Mary had a little lamb.
Fleece was white as snow.
And everywhere that Mary went.
The lamb was sure to go.
Mm-hmm. And second verse, do you know it?
Same as the first?
No.
A little bit louder and a little bit worse?
No. The second verse, I really think that whoever wrote Mary Had a Little Lamb was metaphorically writing about
Mary, the
and
mother
Jesus.
of Jesus and Jesus, her son?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. If you read all the verses of that, I really think that was the inspiration for that, because if there's anything that remained good and clean throughout our lives, it's Mary Had a Little Lamb.
By the way, that brings to mind one little thing. We should give a shout out to our Orthodox brothers and sisters.
Oh, my, yes. We are in the midst of their Holy Week.
Yes, their Holy Week. They celebrate Easter on Sunday.
In fact, many are going to church today. It's a special holy day.
Awesome.
I don't know which one, but it's a special holy day where they're worshiping this afternoon and this evening.
Good.
And they really start to worship in earnest now, between now and Saturday night. And they celebrate the resurrection on Saturday night. Not on Sunday morning. For them, when they leave church on Saturday night, late, Christ is risen. Cool. So they look at me sometimes, my Orthodox friends, and they say, you guys are doing it wrong, because we don't meet on Good Friday. Well, we could.
We probably are doing it wrong.
Well, we probably are. Well, at least you are.
Yeah.
I'm just a piano player.
I think there's a whole long list of things we're going to discover that we've been doing wrong when we finally get there. Yeah, I think so. I think there's going to be a long list of things we've been doing right. Yeah.
Oh, I will.
Yeah. You know what?
But
hey.
You know what? When he opens the Book of Life and goes down to Don Coleman, I don't know. I'm just saying, Don Coleman.
I'm just going to point to Jesus.
Point to Jesus. But here's what you're going to have that's going to really be the defining factor, is that I'll be in heaven before you. And so I can either lay the groundwork for your acceptance.
You're going to be somewhere before me, is it?
Heaven. I have no doubt that when we all get to heaven, what a day, glorious day that will be. When we all see Jesus, we'll sing and shout the victory.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Yeah. That's an old hymn.
You're gonna play that one too?
I don't know if I can do that off the seat of my pants.
When we all...
Yeah. My mother used to sing that.
Yeah. Yeah, I
One of
sang
the
it
favorites.
as a kid.
It's a strange hymn because the timing is different in the verse than it is in the chorus.
They changed time
Yes.
signatures in the middle of.
The time changes, and that's hard for some people. It's so hard. But I have to tell you, on Easter Sunday, we had music here. We had joyful voices raised to praise God, and it was wonderful. It was beautiful with the flowers, and like we talked about last week, with everybody doing everything behind the scenes, it was all so successful. And I'm not patting this church on the back or the people that work at it. It was genuinely successful, and if you missed it, don't miss it anymore.
Two different things about today than Sunday. My sermon was shorter than this, and there was more music than is this.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's funny how you keep going around with the music.
Yeah.
I-
You don't have, we could just say goodbye if you
Well,
want to.
here's the thing, is that I know in my interactions with Reverend Coleman that he tires of me quickly, because if he doesn't have his laptop in front of him that he can multitask while talking to me, and that's what happened, because as he speaks to me, then I will lose the direct sentences, and they will all be interjected with and I know then that I've lost him. I just hang up then. So that's what's actually happening now, but there's no laptop. He's just going to nod off, which is fine too. I find him sleeping in the office all the time. In fact, we had to take the couch out. But here's some music for you today. I will play some if he can keep his act together with the camera.
We'll see. If it starts to nod off, you know.
I enjoyed this time with everybody today. Did you?
Yeah, a lot of fun. Again, for the one person who's...
That one person, God loves you and so do we, okay? God loves you and so do we, okay? Come to church. And remember, you heard it here first. Got church? I'm telling you, $1 million idea. Joel Osteen got nothing on Canonsburg UP.
Yeah.
Okay?
Got music?
We got music. Joel doesn't even have music in his nightly podcast.
I didn't even know he had them.
Oh, yeah, every night he's on.
Yeah.
Sometimes 2 channels at the same time. Someday that'll be you.
I watch you on YouTube instead.
You do not watch me on YouTube. Oh, my. Here we go. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye now.